Trader, Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is I'm not even quite sure, day 1, day 2, day 3 of COVID-19, the coronavirus, as the young folks are now calling it, Rona. And the only reason that I know that is because I have a teenage daughter who has made my life extremely difficult trying to enforce this social distancing, this self or voluntary sort of let's limit our time outside if we don't need to be there. Apparently all her friends, they're just congregating at each other's house and having a good old time, right? These young kids. Anyway, thank you for being here. Like I indicated yesterday or the day before, the days are all merging, believe it or not. I did say that I was going to continue the videos. They might not be necessarily much in the way of technical analysis, but just to be sort of like a consistent theme or voice, because I have been doing them daily. Don't necessarily feel it just doesn't seem right at this juncture to actually stop. However, I do encourage and implore, like I told my premium members, do not feel in any which way obligated to trade these sorts of markets, right? They're very difficult, uncharted water, unprecedented. The stock market, even if it decides to shut down, and again, I posed that question yesterday, do you think that the markets should temporarily close until this blows over? Because it's extremely difficult, not necessarily trading because of the volatility and difficulty, but because, you have other things going on. I mean, the world is in a panic, as we all know, and a lot of folks might be dealing with a lot of stressful times as a result of this. Maybe they know someone who has been infected, maybe themselves have tested positive, or a loved one. And so because there's this thing going on over here, perhaps in terms of the market, maybe it would make sense to close it down for a bit, but not necessarily saying that that's what I believe that they should do, but just throwing it out there. So yeah, comment in the comment section, let me know what you think about that. And just to, I kind of like veered off a little bit, but just to jump back, like I was telling my premium members, do not necessarily feel the need to trade these sorts of environments, right? It's difficult. So if you want to sit on your hands until things smooth out, and that could be several weeks to potentially several months. I think President Trump projected that this thing can push all the way into the summertime, around June, July, or August. So if, saving emotional capital and actual capital works, then do just that. Anyway, so here I am again. I don't know if this like cabin fever is really setting in with me. I'm telling you, especially as someone who's worked from home for the past, I want to say 4 years. This year was my year to actually take my business into one of these co-working spaces, and I started to try that out at the beginning of the year, and I liked it. I was very productive. Was a lot, things got done, and then this hits, and I'm back into this situation that a lot of folks think it's like, listen, purpose in life is good, right? Things are not always as rosy and peachy as it seems, and I'm not saying that folks don't need momentary breaks. I definitely believe that I needed that 4-year break from the 9-to-5 world, but there's nothing wrong with going out. There's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with actually working. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not why you're here. So SPY, we're up about 6%, but that seems to be the theme, right? The theme these past few days. And this, honestly, this looks like something out of like a Twilight Zone episode, right? This crash here. But that kind of seems to be the theme, right? Markets are up 5-6% one day, then it's down 10-11% the next day, then it's up 5-6% the following day. So this seems to be a theme, I want to say, for the last week or so since we had this major crash. So we closed at 254.19 again, up north of 6% on the day. The high clocked in at 256.90. So we closed relatively close to the highs. But if you look at what's going on in futures, and I made a note, the SPY contracts, they're actually down about, I want to say, north of 3%. Don't quote me. We're down north of 3%. So anyway, for me, what remains to be in play, and while we got close to it today, we didn't quite visit it, is December 2018 lows of 240.84. So we got relatively close again. We got to around, wait, let me make sure that I'm looking at the right thing. Okay, so let's scratch what I just said. I just read the wrong number. So December 2018 lows, correction, December 2018 lows clocked in at around 234.27, or around, let's say 232 to 234. All right, let's give it a range. The last 2 days, the lows have been 237. So a little close, but not quite. So for me, that still remains in play. I feel like we need to test it. I think we need to actually overrun it. This red line is here. I'm pretty sure I drew that line yesterday because I'm like, why is that line there? Yes, I drew it yesterday. I never removed it. Anyway, so if we overrun this level here, for me, what's in play would be around that 205 to 210 levels, somewhere around here. And that's essentially what I'm paying attention to. But it's going to take, you know what, for me, this is a lot of damage. So it's going to really take a while, in my opinion, for the markets to rebound. It needs to stabilize. Again, remember what I said, I do not trust these sort of V-shaped rallies, although I got tricked with this one and I comfortably enjoyed the ride up, but I always say that they're not sustainable. And while it took about a year or so to materialize, like, these V-shaped rallies are not sustainable. What I like are these sorts of breakouts, right? You pull back, you have a period of consolidation, and then you rise. So for me, I would like to have a period of consolidation, right? Let things calm and rest, and then overshoot to the upside. Hope that makes sense. Again, these videos until Rona disappears, and it will, because we are all resilient. Until Rona disappears, I cannot vouch for the structure of these videos. They will be all over the place. Bear with me. Listen, comment, engage us, entertain each other, especially if we are all on lockdown. What else? All right, so let's cap it with Blue Apron. Daily chart up 71% on the day. It's also up an additional north of 6% in after hours. I see a quote of $6.93. So while we closed at $6.55, today's high clocked in at $7.50. We closed somewhere, we closed $6.55, but in after hours, we're trading slightly above this 200-day moving average. So that's good. Stock once left for dead, right? Back in December of 2019, when it broke support of around $6.50, it was all downhill. In the last 2 days, stock had a great pop. Yesterday, it put up 67%. Today, it put up another 71%. So literally yesterday, Blue Apron was at $225. Today it went as high as $750, and this one potentially can go on, considering a lot of the measures that are being enacted right now because of Rona, right? Restaurants are being forced to operate under strict sort of guidelines, and I guess that's why folks are jumping into Blue Apron. I am guessing. Anyway, like I said, for me, close at $6.55, above the 200, on a roll for the last 2 days. Today's high clocked in at $7.50. So if you're long or you want to get long, you definitely want to pay attention to what's going on in pre-market. If we can actually open above $6.55 or continue the bullish action that you're seeing now, more than likely this can potentially soar high. Where do I see it going? I'm going to move this line right here. Resistance to me clocks in at around $10. So I would not be surprised to see Blue Apron at 10. Put it on your radar, and we're going to cap it there. Tina here, once again, from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of that video, do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. Let me know, how are you dealing with this madness. 2, I do videos every single day. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And this is the last thing. 3, right now we're hosting a free 14-day trading course on our website. If you want to find out some of the things that I've learned trading for the last 20 years, definitely check that out at our website, ShortMeTina.com. And thank you. Sign up. Become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. This is all over the place. I'm getting cabin fever, but I'm still doing my videos, and I will talk to you tomorrow. As always, please be safe.